Oh, V. You get any sleep? No matter. Time you got up.
I think I might have caught something when I jacked into that Corpo's biomon. No, neurovirus.
Love it.
Need to see Vic. Let him tell me what's got my head reeling, my stomach churning.
Okay, let me take you. I brought you a ride. Yeah, throw in some threads, meet me downstairs.
Let me sell. I want to wait. Did they completely get rid of the tarot cards?
Here. If you're looking for work in Watson, give me a call.
How'd you find me? How'd you even know my name?
I know where to gather my intel. Could even call me a collector. Later, V.
What? You, lost your way?
Oh, I remember that side mission. So, you not needed that. That. Oh, they're all the same. I do like some of the like things they added in these little thumbnails or whatever you want to call them, tiles, where A has the text just for quick glance, just helps a little bit quicker. You can see without having to hover over it. And then B, what attachments it could potentially support. Me gusta mucho. You know, I mentioned being able to like mark things as junk. Obviously, it is nice there is a junk category of stuff that has no use other than selling. Nice. I love how it's separated and identified for you and you just quick sell it. But, damn, that was a quick come up. But what I was referring to is like I can also mark them in my inventory. And so things that aren't by default junk, it becomes junk for when you quick press it. Yeah, I do think I'm going to cut my webcam for now. I'll come back to that.
Open up! We got a call!
Don't forget your word.
Oh, what I was saying about the tarot cards, unless it's here and that's why it's not showing up because I have to meet Misty first. That's probably what it is. Let me go meet Misty. Now, of course, even Grand Theft Auto, it's a masterpiece. It's a 10 out of 10. It does not let you go into every interior. Every door is not interactive. So it wouldn't be fair to like super judge this game for that. But there are some doors that are clearly hackable, and even if you have like an expert hacker, you couldn't hack them. That was really sad.
I got an idea. Colorblind Jews live in real color. Oh, no.
Know what the worst thing is about this place?
And what's cool is if I like eventually run into these people later elsewhere, their names will still be like remembered. I do wish it would scan them a little quicker. How to keep your shards and data safe from pick sockets instead of pickpockets. Cheeky.
Hey, yo, V. How about a round or two?
It's that time of the year again. We present our list of the biggest and best corps to work for in Night City. Who offers paid vacation? Who pays for employees' trauma team insurance policies? Who provides discounts for daycare and child bodyguard services? Have a look at our rankings below. Number 1, Arasaka, Militech, Biotechnica, Kang Tao, Night Corps.
What do you say?
Fuck off!
I mean to do that.
How you like my new punching bag? Just gave me a next-gen ass whooping, he did. Be curious to see how he handles the likes of V. So how about it?
Where'd you...
Off the street. Saw him looking up at me with these big, sad eyes. So I took the poor pup in. Fed him, clothed him. Nah, for real. He's a military bot. Got a sweet deal, and a tumor mine tossed in a few upgrades. Now, here we are.
How's it going? Fight's about to start. Not gonna watch, take notes.
Malone versus Hernandez? Nah. Our chrome friend here don't watch TV. Don't talk neither. Only way he communicates is with them fists.
Yeah, I should have gotten Jake moving. Fantasy.
Let's do this.
Light on your feet. Keep that head moving.
Oh, the perfect counter. This is where.
You got one hell of a punch there, Jim. Ever thought of monetizing it? I can arrange
Ooh,
a fight.
street cred.
What do you
Also.
say?
Poor bot. It's okay, bud. I'm just the best.
You go in the ring yourself.
Not anymore. Skull's taking too much of a beating. Reflexes ain't what they used to be.
There's ways of fixing that. Korenzikov should do the trick.
Rather dish out my eddies for something else. It's time I started taking it easy.
You mentioned something about fighting.
I've seen you landing blows in the ring. You've got sharp instinct, good edge. You can go far, especially if you get chipped. These fights, let's just say they aren't legal, but very lucrative.
Yeah, lucrative for who? You or me?
Both of us. I get a small percentage of the total winnings, you know, as your agent. You get the rest.
Oh, I get it. You want to get rich off my blood, sweat, and tears.
Hey, you gotta make a buck somehow, right? At least I'm giving it to you straight. Fights happen in different parts of the city. You choose where you want to go, put down your eddies, and start swinging. You win, you take home the pot. Manage to drop every last one of them, you get a chance to fight in the grand finale. That all clear?
Crystal.
Good. Oh, except you won't be setting foot outside O. Watson. Not yet. You can start in Kabuki. I believe in you, V. Time to show this city what you're made of.
What have you got for sale?
Only top shelf gear.
Oh, these are new. Melee weapon mod. Blunt weapon mod. Find the ring in Kabuki. That fight was hard. I think that's the one you have to fight the twins at the same time or whatever. That one took me a while. Especially given that I was like an intelligence hacking build. Ooh, this looks different. The tabs, just the general like UI stuff, the distance already shown. I did like how post-launch they added the like quick little thing for lore's sake. Love that. These are completed, the Nomad, the Rescue, and of course I talk about this all the time. I love when games continue to show you what you either needed to do or what you did after you complete it. Like, it's one thing to show like the overarching narrative for it, but when you need to do it. But yeah, I love the potentially, like, let's say 50 gameplay hours. If I wanted to quickly read through these and just kind of get a recap, you can do that. Meet with Jackie. I do want to do that. Wait for the lockdown to end. Meet with Jackie. If you're on the hunt for Chrome, you won't find a better ripper than Victor. Well, alright, maybe you could, but you sure as hell can't afford them, SA. Not like Vic can afford you either, but you're lucky he's got a soft spot. Says you've got a good heart like him, but before we pay old Vic a visit, we gotta decide what comes next. Well, we gotta meet Misty so I can learn about the tarot cards.
5, 6.
And then the I'll meet Victor. Oops. I actually didn't do this quest for the longest initially because I thought that the gun might scale with you, and I wanted to wait, which I think I'll do again.
Hello, it's time for your local news. The Aratama Matsuri Festival is nearly upon us. To mark the event, the streets of Night City will come alive with exquisite multi-story dashi floats. The festival program will also include musical performances by biwa virtuosos and theatrical performances in the No tradition. The sponsor for the festival is the Arasaka Corporation. And, in an exciting development, even Hanako Arasaka has announced her participation in the Dashi Parade. From all of us at WNS News, we wish you a safe and fun Matsuri. Enjoy yourselves, Night City. After the break, cyber psychosis, myth or reality? Stay tuned.
Alright, a couple words about who you're going up against. Kabuki, won't spoil this, come and see. Arroyo, Buck, 6th Street Ganger, real piece of Glenn, Cesar, Fist like effing hammers, Animals Club, Rhino, Woman's a Legend, lays everyone flat. So I had one of the last, like, if you go and look at the last like 5-ish gameplay hours of my original playthrough, one of the more notable things that I did do, you know, I was gonna say a couple minutes ago that Darren Waller, for how much he's getting paid, really needs to step it up. He's not, you know, and Ball does sell a little bit, but he's got to come down with that. Anyways, last 5-ish hours of gameplay on my original playthrough. So I would have probably done this maybe mid-2022 or something. I think I played it in June around that time. Anyways, I did do the Animals Club, and that one is such a cool little sequence. Now, when this game first launched, even on an Xbox Series X, even on performance mode and what, it could get a little, even right there, you see it a little bit. But I mean, look how much is going on, though. Like, what other games have to tackle that many things? Lights, sounds, cars, NPCs, holograms, ads.
Man of the hour. Sheesh, took you long enough. Worked up an appetite, just waiting. Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Didn't figure you was the type for Asian. Would have thought you'd find it too.
What do you
Oops, I
mean?
didn't do that.
What's there not to like? Noodles? Check. Synth sirloin? Check. Get some more Chile action up in here, and you're looking at Mama Wells' signature sopa de fideos.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or?
All right, I gotta take a break real quick, but again, you can tell the Blade Runner influences because nearish the opening, 7 minutes of that movie, maybe a little longer, because you have the scene in the police precinct, whatnot, but you have Harrison Ford's character sitting down in the noodle stand. And so anyways, yeah, I'll be back.
Had a brain fart.
Probably both, because you usually forget shit. But it just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
I mean, maybe it's not as big as that, but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City. Fat-ass black Jesus of the afterlife. 300 pounds of partly gold-plated cool.
Dexter Deshawn. What's the latest spec on him? I know you got info to spill.
He's been off the grid for about 2 years. Word on the street was he took a little vacay.
2 years? That's exile, not a vacation. What was he up to?
Guessing he shoved pizzas in his mouth while jerking off to hardcore virtues. Important thing is he's back. Needs a fresh crew, and he found us.
How'd you manage to pull this? Trade in your spleen or something? As far as I know, we're not the type to get fingered by Dex.
You, me? Oh, but T-Bug, she's the one that hooked us up. Got us talking. Knew it was a done deal the moment he laid eyes on me. 'Cause come on, ain't nobody who can resist this. Am I right?
Sure, Jack. Whatever you say. So what's the gig? We meant to come out in one piece?
Our Lord and Savior wants to tell you everything himself, face to face. Oh, no pressure, but this whole deal, he's riding on you now, is he?
Why do I gotta go? You and T-Bug draw straws without me?
T-Bug and Dex go way back, and my face is yesterday's news. Dex says he needs to check you, talk to you. Look, V, it's his job, his rules. I can't blame him for taking a personal approach. And it ain't as bad as you think, okay? Trust me.
Guess I got no choice then.
Dex is a real deal when it comes to fixers. Don't get me wrong. Don't got nothing against the Padre or Wakako, but Dex is in a league of his own. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me started on fixers. They catch a client, find the cheapest gong to do the job, then drop their corpse at a landfill.
Shit. Hit the nail on the head, V. Gracias a Dios. Estoy lleno. Brought your wheels. Gave them to my guy yesterday to smooth over the dents after our, dust-up with the scabs.
Thanks, Jack. Much appreciated.
Some top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see about that.
So we rolling or what?
Let's feel this factory new ride.
I'm glad this
In a city you tell me.
First stop. Ripper Duck and Holmes. Easy on the gas, huh? I just ate. I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Miss D.
You don't say.
She's so sweet. Really gets me, you know? Yeah, this is it. Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done dusting her circuits. We'll hash out what Dex has cooked up for us.
But you are not the masters of your memories.
Oh,
Eyes do not belong
Gary.
to you, or
There you
rather,
are, Gary.
Not only to you.
Checking them out? Nah,
Do you truly believe that those who have sold you your mechanical eyes have resisted the temptation to peek through them? Cameras are all around us, even
Gerald
within us.
Winkler.
Your joys, your worries, your life. For them, it is all mere spectacle.
Did Jess like gouge out my implants and go blind?
Let's just say you're right. So what? Should I just gouge out my optics? Thanks, but no thanks.
That was my
You
knuckles
are
cracking.
beyond salvation, but not the children of the future. Life untainted by surgery of the sacrilege. We can yet save them. May the mothers shield their bodies! May the fathers instill their hatred for Chrome! But who are those who follow our every step, you ask? Why the titans of entertainment in Alpha Centauri? In their wretchedness, they placate their weary and oppressed masses by putting our laughter, our tears, on full display!
Ah! Oh my god! Look, a real conspiracy guy. Like in that show!
Quick, get next to him. I'll snap a still of you arresting him for revealing government secrets.
Open your mind before it is too late!
It's so great. The voice acting, his little motion capture. I wonder if they actually got him in. I've been meaning to ask him that.
Jessica will like die when she sees this. Like, this is Max Nova. I just can't.
Or do they just do the facial model on any other NPC?
Radio
That's
waves
not
bear
good.
the
Dre
truth.
Greenlaw looks
Let
shaken
those
up for
with
the
ears
49ers.
listen, and those with eyes behold. Their mothership conceals itself above our very heads. Ready yourself, for they are coming.
Alpha Centauri.
Open your mind before.
I've only ever remembered approaching this place from the alleyway. Guess I do come in from these two.
Hey, V. Dr. Vector will see you now.
I'll sit tight over here. Me and Misty got a little catching up to do.
But besides all this, the world has will and idea.
You look
Whoa.
pleased.
Hold on, actually,
'Cause I am.
that dude's name is Arthur Schopenheimer.
Always. Makes for easier living. But we got a new job lined up from a big hitter at the afterlife.
Oh. Is it gonna be dangerous?
Don't you worry, mi amor. We're bulletproof.
They have already won.
Uh-oh, ball in the air. Easy interception.
Hey, I know you got food. Give me some.
Balloon drops his guard. You can see the fatigue on him. It's
Vicky, spry as ever, you old ripper. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow. To what do I owe the pleasure today?
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
Experiencing migraines, nausea, hypersensitivity to bright lights?
Whole kit and caboodle.
All right, kid. We'll sort you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
Met a new fixer. He gave me a job. Name's Dexter Deshawn.
Known quantity from the afterlife. No denying you're moving up.
But, something you're not telling me, Vic?
Keep your guard up, that's all. I've heard some things about Dex. He's not as chill as he makes himself out to be.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit's getting real. Got a job from Dex to Sean, hitting the major leagues. Need tech that can perform.
The Dexter Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time. You hear? Chair, please. Sit down and relax.
Left Jab, Boxers Monthly. Kazu Kano, Ronin from Osaka. Name is on the lips of everyone in the boxing world. Up and coming light. Plus, sorry, I was watching a replay. That what's cool is this, like when we were in that other place and we read the computer, we saw the email from Victor to that Blaze, and it's like, it's, I don't know, just nice little detail. It lines up. You would hope so, but games could F that up. Some things really don't show up as interactive until like you're right up on them. Certificate of participation, Victor, second place, heavyweight class, 4th open finals, Watson Grand Prix, 2061.
Kuroshi Optics. Best I've got, and should be about right under the circumstances. Now jack in.
Oh man, I missed that one. Okay.
Kuroshi? Whoa. Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
I gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right now, I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand.
Thanks. You're a good
You
guy, pal.
peruse and choose while I scan. See what's going on inside.
Now this is different, way different. I remember it was just a cutscene and you were like, it showed you where you could throw the mods on, but all right, cyberware capacity indicates the amount of cyberware your body can handle. This limit increases as you level up. I love how they added like cyber psychosis as an actual dynamic that you have to worry about. 14, where I'm at. My capacity is 27 right now. Tier 1, 2 health. More zoom. Camera detection speed goes down. I guess the reload speed. I can handle cameras. Upgrade to tier 1. Oh, you get both. That's cool. Do I get to upgrade both? Integumentary. Improves armor and damage resistance. And increase your armor by investing in skeleton and integumentary system. Armor on the right. Armor indicates your resistance to damage. Armor increases your resistance against all types of damage, excluding dots. Having high armor can reduce the damage you take by 25% or more. Whoa. Can I still upgrade them? It's looking like I can't afford it, but I can't afford it. Maybe I'm missing parts.
Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor. In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear.
I wonder if I should have upgraded them there
This should
more.
do the trick.
Were they cheaper
Talks to Kuroshi Tech, too.
than they will be later?
I'm ready. Carve away.
Excellent. Let's do this. Lay that major league arm of yours right here.
So, what's new in the life of Victor Vector?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, not much. And that's fine with me. I used to live in a world where all that mattered was who's who, what's what, and how's why.
And what happened?
One day, I just dropped it and never looked back. I'll never be a legend in this town, but been sleeping nights ever since. Just like that. Thanks. Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Play by play, though? Really, Doc? Makes you sound like a dentist. Always going on and on.
Don't be mean now. Remember, I'm old. I got a shaky Gannic hand. Could slip. Lights out for a minute, all right? Okay, let's test this. See the magic in action. Linking you in. You might feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches. Well, how's it look? Feel all right to you?
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
Oh, beautiful. Time for the scanner.
What was that?
It might take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm, with anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions. I also injected an NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly what they ne'er did well. It ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
How about the neurovirus from the last job? Can you check it?
Done and gone while we were putting in your implant. And a full sweep on your soft and circuits. Zap the critter. You're certified bug-free.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now, and another 2 in an hour.
What am I looking at?
A mild stim. Should boost neurotransmission in the short term and muffle some of the side effects while the implant takes.
Thanks again, Vic. You're the best. I owe you.
Go on, kid. Show them what you're made of. And once you hit the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
I like how it goes right back to watching boxing.
Who's winning?
Hernandez. You know, in the old days, that cripple Malone would have been flat on the boards. Now, every last fighter's got extra skull lining. Absorbs 75% of every blow.
Got cash riding on this?
Nah, just looking. It's out of habit more than anything else.
Miss it, don't you? How's biz going?
Can't complain. Corporals learned to keep their distance, and Sokka's back hiring lone mercs. They all gotta have the newest, shiniest implants.
Good thing you got Misty here to help. Handles your griping well.
Yeah, renting out her shop's the best decision I ever made.
You know what? Seems like you're the only person in Night City who's happy with this lot.
You get to a certain age, you drop all your illusions. Life just gets easier from there.
What's taking you so long? Move your ass, SA. Dex is waiting on us. Calm down, calm down. This is a nice interface, better than it was previously.
Heart chakra looks a little out of whack, babe. I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds. Anything red.
Thanks, Misty. You're the best.
And your aura. It needs tending, baby. You've gotta brush it daily. It's just no good if
Brush your
Yo,
aura.
listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc. He's waiting in his ride. For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay, do my best to talk us up.
But what they don't know, the real name for this...
V, listen. I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you. The number of cyber psycho attacks in the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons. There are people who say cyber psychosis can be treated.
Right.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain. If I get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene. But remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
How's biz, Misty? Booming?
You're the first person to walk in here for 2 days. And 2 days ago, it was a pizza guy. Got lost. People in this town, they've lost their spiritual connection. But well, you know, I'm here to serve them, not the other way around. Okay. You don't have to talk about it now.
What is life without its body? What are the beings of the net if not souls from beyond our plane of existence? I have heard their voices. Let they who yet live never cross that threshold, for their souls will join those ghostly ranks.
You heard their voices? What did they say?
They spoke not in the language of mortals, no. They howled, screaming in agony, forever removed from their earthly form. Among them was a woman, her voice of ice, Queen Lilith. She was calm, but at the cost of her humanity. You ask, who opened these unholy gates of the abyss?
No one's asking.
And I answer you, the techno-necromancers of Alpha Centauri!
It should just be called the Technomancers.
I recognize you. You come here often. Your eyes tell me that your mind has opened to the truth. Will you provide a humble donation so that I may continue my mission?
You do good work. Use this to wake Night City up.
Thank you for your devotion. I saw a disciple of truth in you from the very beginning. Radio waves bear the truth. Let those with ears listen and those with eyes behold. Their mothership.
T-Bug's probably the last person you'd expect to do presents. He's not the kind of guy who goes around buying novelty coffee mugs or t-shirts of your favorite comic book hero. But a Netrunner program? For you? For the job? Shit. She must really like you, S.A. Netrunners. In 2077, the use of computer technology has become truly universal. Some use a PDA, others personal computers, still others a neural processor. Regular Janes and Joes know how to use these systems to access information, communicate, even fight. But there are others who can use the same tech to work wonders. Netrunners. A netrunner knows the ins and outs of computer systems, the programming languages, how to write or mod a killer virus. Deck in hand, they're just as dangerous as a corporate soldier armed to the teeth. Many netrunners are free agents working only for themselves, but a few have signed their own pacts with the megacorps and work to keep corporate data fortresses solid and impenetrable. Today, each and every corporation has a veritable army of netrunners on its payroll. Netrunners were once considered the rulers of cyberspace, using their skull jacks to roam a vast global network. They also needed special suits to cool their bodies, although a tub full of ice would do for anyless punks. But this era ended with the cataclysm wrought by the greatest runner of all, Bartmoss. Cyberspace became a land of daemons, cut off by the nearly impenetrable Black Wall. Bartmoss, the Bartmoss Collective. Cyberspace, the Black Wall. The mini-maps are kind of confusing. Like, I feel like the turn is coming up sooner than it is. Is this Kabuki? It is. Nice. I really do that mainly with the double jump. I wasn't sure if it would work.
How's this work? Any punk off the street can waltz in here, grab some shady running soft?
No, not just any punk. Over the counter, we fix cyber decks. But if you come recommended and you know what you are looking for, I'm sure you will find it.
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
You're V, right? She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any 3rd-gen deck.
Got a Militech power line. I think it'll do.
Solid gear. For a beginner.
Okay. Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point. If you'd like, that is. You might extract some shimsoft or subroutines. Seems worth a try, either way.
Baby. Crucial. 1100. We can afford that. I do like it. Can't remember if some of these you get organically or not, so I'll wait. Oh yeah, dude, I forgot to go back to my crib and check the wardrobe. Make sure if I need the items or not. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to do this yet. Oh, poop. This is not what we wanted. Fall of the First Net, Chapter 1, The Apocalypse. His name was Rash Bartmus. Everyone knows who destroyed the first net. The real question is why. Netwatch branded him a criminal and outlaw. The media called him a madman. Is either label correct? You be the judge. Below is a previously unpublished letter which Bartmus put out just before the release of Rabbids. Why has this document only now just emerged? Well, someone out there did not want you, my dear readers, to ever lay eyes on it. All the more reason to take a deep dive into the information available to us. FirstNet was supposed to save us. It would serve as a platform for those without a voice. It would offer unlimited knowledge to those who hungered for it. It would bring a fractured humanity closer together than ever before in our history. These hopes were hollow, false. The net spread its tendrils around the globe faster than anyone could have predicted. Before anyone could even consider the full range of consequences, this information superhighway turned out to be our path straight to hell. We were robbed of our privacy, deprived of our free will, stripped of our dignity. It was supposed to save us, but now even the net itself cannot be saved. It was molded by the corpse, with sharp edges, spikes, and traps at every corner. Think of the net as a stream of water that flows gently into our minds before freezing, swelling, and destroying us from the inside out. But remember this about ice. As hard as it may be, it's surprisingly brittle. One well-placed strike and it shatters into a million tiny pieces. Watch out today and you'll see just what I mean. Oh, this is new. Post-launch, they added that one like horse-based arcade game you can play. I like how they added a second one. Contra, baby. Oh, I got me a drone, baby. I'm the greatest to ever do it. Oh, poopy butt. What switch, I wonder? Crouch. Oh, switch weapons when you have different ones. Where's the boss fight? I wasn't able to get that. Oh, you don't keep any of the stuff you had, unfortunate. Because that rocket would come in handy. Dude, poopy town. This is already like cool just even having this. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it would be cool if they had like actual bosses, like a Dr. Robotnik type here in a minute. Oh damn, I need to just hold it. I was over here tapping. Wow, helicopters for days, huh? No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn, I didn't get a high score. I guess I needed to die again. This was the first one they added.
Why though? Why?
All right. Do paid in full. I don't know many rippers who'd install Kiroshi optics on credit and faith. In fact, I only know one, Victor. Maybe once you're on top, you don't forget about the old guy. Yeah, pay the good doc his 21,000. Absolutely. Find and incapacitate cyber psychos. 0/17. This is a cool like side mission that you just do throughout. Some of them are really cool set pieces, like bloody rituals in the middle of nowhere thing. Gig. Whenever we go see Wakako and walk into that pachinko salon of hers, I get this weird like tingling feeling on the back of my neck. I don't know, V. She's all kind of weird. Anyway, she promised a special reward for this job with Sandra Dorset. All we have to do is go see her on Jig Street. I love how also all of these, like the lore and the quest objectives and the directive, are all like from the perspective of Jackie telling us. And then later, some of them are still that, but then some are Johnny Silverhand and stuff. I think that's cool. High risk, high reward, as Dexter Deshawn likes to say. First rule of the afterlife. So this is it, V. Time to go in, grab the bull by the horns, and make a name for ourselves. But first, let's hear what Dex has to say. Dex never shot hoops, jumped roofs, or pulled a trigger. Likewise, he never felt the need to plant his fat ass in a netrunner's chair or splice cables in a sooty garage. Wait, never pulled a trigger? Yes, that's right. Dex never popped lead in his entire life. People, that's what Dex was good at. Dex is one of the biggest fixers in Night City. He's a pretty big deal, both literally and figuratively. Word on the street is that there were complications from his last job, but that's just the nature of biz, ain't it? Besides, when someone like Dexter has a gig for you, you don't ask questions, you just shake on it.
Got anything Nova for sale?
If you can afford it, yes.
Supernova girl. Seeing this drive around, the dot on the mini map, that's how it's always should have been. I don't understand why I'm stopping. Why can't I scan while I run? What? That feels new or like temporary? It just doesn't. I can't. Yeah, see, I'm supposed to be able to move. That was weird. I love despite this being a huge city, so many of the areas are so distinct. The automatic translators built in. That's always cool. Oh, hi guys.
Unless you wanna dance.
I'm over here doing this like I did in the past. When I gotta remember, I'm a nomad with a different build. Wait, why am I using grenades in here? My stamina is not ideal. Shooting weapons, draining your stamina, I don't know if I love that. It's still not come back. What's up with my stamina? Hello? Hello? I could have detonated any one of these. Man, being able to just consume things straight from the open world. Starfield. Damn, I thought you held X to like stow your weapon. What? I didn't mean to do that. Why am I like stopping? I don't love that. See what I mean by the different color palettes on the different vehicles, like same motorcycle, different color palettes, and that's why I wish there was a garage system. Oh, he's not like that. Wow. I'm a criminal. Got a 1 star. Whoa. There are bad guys. Let me loot you. Okay, I feel like looting is not as good as it was. I get what they're trying to do is like they wanted to reduce the clutter on bodies. So like it looks like weapons won't for the most part, be on the body. It'll fall on the ground almost always. Where in the past, it would fall on the ground and it would be on the body. Okay, anyways. Hey, got a job. Spill. 2 cocksuckers dealing on our turf. Fuck them up bad enough the whole district hears about it. Boss wants a lesson learned. Sounds fun. Where they at? B-ball court near Med Center. Okay, consider it done. Buzzing the rest of the crew now. They were going to rough them up. But it makes looting harder.
No fucking sense at all!
Oh, range of nades, huh?
No!
Holy shit, man.
No!
Damn, okay. In all my time playing, the first game I rarely had shootouts like this with cops. Well, A, because they were so hard. But like, even if you like got into them, even if they did react to what you were doing and you got in trouble, which wasn't always even a guarantee, they would kill you instantly, so it wouldn't even be like a fight. How do you shoot? I don't know if they needed to add all that though. I mean, it's cool, but oh, not what we meant to do. This is not a way up to the top. Yeah, I want to live too. Give me your car. I need your car. Damn, they fully GTA'd it now finally though. How about that? You even see them on, so I made note of it a minute ago, but you see them, get me out of here. You see them on the mini map as dots, but now you have their cone of vision like GTA. Although I don't see it now. Blinking. Nice. Oops! Oh! Wow! How about that? I literally was just jumping over in first person and actually auto finish a guy. Calls. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Damn, they call me Trash Can Terry. Dude, that recoil is nutty. It is a level 1. I'm not gonna worry about my sensitivity too much with that. I'm gonna assume that comes with like weapon handling skills and rarity and attachments and stuff. Oops. And I got weapons to use. I mean, skills to use. Probably should have done revolver. Which one's better? They're identical.
Situation!
Oh, it's one of those power weapons. That's why I'm damaging him through the wall. Wait, terrible. Terrible. Oh my gosh. That got real touch and go there. That man's corpse has some loot for me. Yeah, I don't know if I might end up turning snap to target off just because of how it affects scanning and like things like here. Gotta wear your helmet. Oh, hold on.
The Phantom Witch leads towards the blue system here.
Okay. Oh, that's new. Cool, but I do wish there was a way to compare. I do need to remember that disassembling stuff's crucial too. But I meant like, so every time it compared a weapon there as I was looking at them, it was comparing them to the weapon that I had equipped, like holding, actively holding. And it's like, it'd be cool, I don't know. If you could change what it was comparing to, I guess, without having to come into this menu. I think we want the guillotine. So we sell that. And then if we were rocking this needs the smart link though. So we're gonna rock this and we can sell these two. Quick 75. Hondo. Okay, one more thing. And then we want to equip this. I don't love the shotgun. Let me. A backpack, weapons, shotgun, hold to disassemble. Ooh, that is cleaner. Previously, it did not show you these here in this menu. You would see what you would get. It would go like +4, +2 of this, and +3 of that. But it wouldn't. Yeah, that's just much cleaner. Love that. Alright, character. So you need to get it up to level 9 to be able to use these, which seems like a long way. Nice, that was free. I didn't use my attribute point. I also want to get... Oh, it just hasn't... What? Oh, perk points, attribute points, they're different. Okay, my bad, my bad. I like this. I loved how that was previously, but I also like the retooled version of it. So sick, dude. I love this game, this world. Glad I have a reason to dive back into it.
Oh,
What the hell?
oh,
What's hurting me?
oh.
The barbed wire? Oh, that must be what it is. Yeah. Alright, we'll meet with Dex. And we might call it for the night. I'm glad I couldn't break in. There was a cop right there. Where's my whip? Oh, wait, what? I love how you get infinite sprint out of combat. Ooh, I remember going. Man, how y'all gonna hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. Bouncer. I feel like they added a few more vehicle types as well. Could be tripping though. Thank you, John Bernthal. Damn, smoking this bitch out. You, Dex.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the flesh. Ample indeed.
Let's roll. Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle? Would you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody, die ripe, old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
You're either somebody or you fizzle out into nothing. Night City don't let you choose.
Oh, but it does. See, in my line of work, I choose to be Mr. Chill. But folk who try to take advantage, well, they see the beast inside. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav haunt.
Hang on. I got a question of my own now. Why all this, Dex? Why me? Could've had Jackie or T-Bug sitting here. Could've just done this on comms.
Call me old-fashioned, but I like to look anyone I do biz with in the eye. Had the pleasure of meeting the Jackster in the past, and Sweet T-Bug helped this brother out 2 years ago. So here we are. Besides all that, got a special little pre-mission just for you. But we'll get to that.
Let me hear it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech. A biochip to be precise. Job's to grab it. Simple.
Yeah? Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Mm-hmm. Arasaka. Surely that's no problem.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around. Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Client. What's her thing? Why's she need to meet?
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Betting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for any kind of intel.
Right, and?
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End the convo.
Damn, looking back.
Anyway,
oh, that's cool.
Our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all.
Voodoo boys.
Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard. Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And I need me that bit of high-grade military tech. Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy. Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick. I say when, because Brick was the leader. 3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, AKA Royce, plain dropped his ass. Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one Meredith Stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Royce guy. What's he like?
A straight psychopath. Chrome-loving kind.
Big club in this town.
I'll give you that. Except few of its other members, no matter the stakes, would put a friend and associate through an industrial microwave dryer. Apparently, first thing to burst are the eyeballs. Get a nice clear pop. Then the rest goes goulash.
So I like how overall you're trying to, he says the Arasaka chip, but if you go back to that
Mr.
conversation we listened to from the night show, that's the relic. But in order to get that, we need this combat bot.
Who's the prima donna?
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's got zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter, so she must be getting desperate. Be wise to think how you could use that. Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Think I got everything. Time I got to work.
Well, that's just music to my ears. I'll set up the meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead, though's gonna be all you. One more thing, Mr. V. Quiet life or blaze of glory? Later now.
Blaze of glory.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Gordito's a big deal. Literally a nug.
Guy certainly knows how to protect his biz. Wants to put us on a few small kinks. Prep work, I guess. Before lining us up a big job. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right, heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
About sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of some Militech agent too, but I don't know how much help she stands to be.
Chingon.
You don't sound thrilled. Royce, what do you know about him?
He's fucking whack something special. Junkies snort junk. Royce snorts chrome.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the client who put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So, how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Ooh. I think on my first playthrough a couple years ago, I did the client.
Hey, you with me, mano?
Parker. Think I ought to see her first. See what she's like, what she's after.
Orale. In that case, I'll hit the all foods. Put my nose to the ground. Sniff around. Hasta luego.
Victor, a little present. Hey V, thought just occurred to me, you can't start your career in the major leagues right by sporting some rag of a t-shirt. Wind blows a lot stronger up there on top of the world. Old timers like me hate to watch you kids catch cold. Left you a couple things in your stash at your apartment. Give them an honest try and I bet they'll fit you just right. Those came out post-launch and like a patch update thing. Come on, Vic. Feel like I owe you a bajillion eddies already. No way I can accept another gift. Another. Hope you don't think those Kuroshis were charity. Anyway, where else would I find a home for these things? Not Misty Style, and my punk days are long behind me. Thanks, dog. Biochip info. Mr. V, how about a little something to get those taste buds tingling? The biochip in question is in fact the so-called relic, a Nova tier piece of tech catering to the top 1%. Supposedly the best life insurance money can buy. You and I are going to be neck deep in money. Anyway, hope they serve you well. As they say, style is supreme. Or maybe they don't anymore, I don't know. Flathead price. I just want to remind you again that eddies have already changed hands between me and my esteemed Maelstrom partners in biz. Around some of 10,000 to be precise. So when you're there to take it off their hands, don't let them try to shake you down, as they're liable to do, Maelstrom being Maelstrom. You'll need it. Best of luck.
Stout here. Start by telling me how you got this number.
No more than your number. Heard you misplaced a convoy.
You shut him up.
God.
Spill what you know. Don't make me wait.
Nuh-uh, not on the horn. Let's meet, cut a deal.
A deal. Fine. First exit off Skyline, driving towards the NID. Storm channel under the overpass. Meet you there.
See, now, I don't want to get too spoilery, in case hypothetically anyone watches my VOD that hasn't played the game yet or whatever and they're about to, but, I don't think anything changes if you do or don't do what I just did. Like, you can obviously not call Meredith, which is essentially going, like, you know, betraying Dex a bit. Because the idea is you're stealing it and then you're giving it to him and then he'll sell it or whatever and we'll get a lot of eddies. Is what he's letting on. He probably has deeper intentions for that relic. But my point being, that's what you're supposed to do. So you telling Meredith and saying let's cut a deal so Militech can get their bot back is going against Dex. But I think what happens regardless. I think I'm getting close to Tom's Diner.
I'm ready. New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
How'd ya?
Chemicals. We've long known that the AVs crisscrossing our skies are busy dumping harmful substances in the air, such as aluminum, carbon dioxide, sulfur trioxide, and sulfuric acid. Studies have also revealed the presence of dead red blood cells in E. coli, as well as sodium chloride. Now, you don't need a degree in science to know the harm these substances can wreak on the body. We found that sulfur compounds can lead to cancer, heart disease, and other illnesses arising from a weakened or even damaged immune system. They can also lead to spontaneous dental hydroplosion and acute meningitis. Chemtrails.
You're half man, half mega block. Not often I see a Ripper invest in a organic body like that.
Most people don't realize the brain functions better when it's tied to real, not synthetic musculature. Replace even a single hand, and you'll notice a dip in concentration and overall well-being. Cyberware is more harm than help.
Not great marketing for a Ripper doc.
Nope. But it don't slow biz from chromers like you.
Looking for a change.
Come on then. Time to tinker.
Carrying capacity and armor. Mine has gone up to 33 now. They still look like they're cheap to upgrade. Get 3 more armor. Not worth. Wait, can you upgrade these from here? Or do you still have to craft better ones? Probably craft better ones. Max RAM. Increases RAM recovery rate and max RAM. That's pretty good. I really can... When you're in these menus, I don't like the little like little cybernetic sounds. For a smidge, I do for, you know, immersion, but $100 randomly spits out a weapon. A vending machine weapon. I like how that Night City song is one of the copyright free ones. Alright, we're at the 3.5 minute mark. I'm gonna call it here in a second.
Hey, no pushing. There's enough for everyone. All brand new, fresh
Damn.
off the assembly line.
Legendary means a lot less with the clothing now that they don't have stats. Dude, why isn't it summoning my car? All vehicle features currently in beta. Oh, that's... That car just drove through him. Uh-oh! Alright, maybe I go to fast travel, I'll go back to my crib, we save it. Let me check the transmog. Extensiveness. Damn, he's BDing hard. Oh man, I just picked up these cigarettes right from their booty hole right as they went to scratch it. Oh man, that's something.
The game is more stressful than life itself.
One thing I remember saying back, again, within the first week or two of the game's launch, is one thing I think they could have done, and I don't know if they could have actually technically done it by after like release, but if they could, go through the game and take out 15-ish% of all of these vending machines, right? First off, there's going to be a vast majority of gamers who never interact with them at all. They definitely don't come and buy things from them. And they don't, they might at most sometimes distract enemies. My point being is like, does anybody need 5 right here? Like if you're going to fight people and distract enemies, 2 does the job, right? 2 also could get you any heals you want. And then the fact that you have all of these. So again, it's cool for immersion's sake, and I definitely like having them. So if right here there's 3, 5, 8, let's just call it like 12, right? Have 6, 7, still super immersive. We still get the concept of like a market, but you don't have to like program all of these be interactive. When people scan, it's not that overwhelming with all of these lines. Don't walk. Walk. Don't walk.
Organics make the cash disappear way before the taxman comes. Everyone knows that.
Triple system error. Or a body installed to available only on Braindance.
Yes, I'd say that I don't think that maybe technically they couldn't do it because like once you build the world, unless it's like a live service game, like, or it's like a world in a live service game or a GTA Online type game, you can't just go in and just like delete an asset. Like you can't just like when they would have originally, because obviously they would have like created this asset, right? Its look, its aesthetic, its functionality, and then they would have copied and pasted it and just spread, you know, dotted the entire map in numerous places for the immersion. That's what I'm talking about. It's just when they went and did that, maybe just not like, you don't need 13 in one area to 10. Okay, I think I put a lot of these things in storage. Oh, hold on. Okay, clothing. Oh yeah, these are the things he gave me. Nice. Looking like Michael Jackson in Thriller. Alright, yeah, the goal is we put them all up. We test it out first. Alright, can you still build a wardrobe with them? Like a custom fit. That's new. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We love to see that. Hold on now, what about when you sell them? Mod is unlocked, which is how it should be. That should be the standard. I love it. I'm like, hell yeah. It was not like that in this game at launch, and a decent amount of games don't have it like that, unfortunately. I love this game. Freaking that song. I love it, man. I'm so glad that CD Projekt Red made a GTA, you know, Witcher like game with this and the Cyberpunk 2077 franchise. That is a tabletop RPG. But I also think a game built like Baldur's Gate 3 with the same caliber and like quality in this world, this universe, this IP would be so sick. this is new. What time is it? 8 p.m. I need to meet her. I don't even remember. We're gonna get a full night's rest. He hasn't had that in a while. Legendary cowboy boots. First will come the great reality check, which ushers in the future of the world. Alright, perfect place. Boom. Love the transmog and wardrobe system now. That's clean. Alright,